Hello everyone, this is Moby Gainer Who here. Welcome to episode 3 of Let's Play Mr. Bean, the game for the PlayStation 2. So anyways, looks like here I missed 2 cat biscuits here. So I can go back in there and... Yeah, let me go back in there and get the main 2 cat biscuits. Alright, so here's 1 cat biscuit. I don't know where the other is. I looked for the entire stream. I mean, it's been quite a while since I streamed this, so whatever. Go over there now. That's all that matters. Now let's move on to the last level in the garden, the boring ass garden. The park. The park. What a boring title for a level. Don't worry, there's no FMV that time, so let's just jump straight in to more the same boring old 3D ass forming. So instead of just talking about the same crap over and 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 over again, instead I'm gonna read some reviews of this game. So the usual average on GameSpot is a 5.5, so it is pretty terrible. GameSpot hasn't even bothered to review the game. So what should I start on? I have the worst review here, so let's see. An insulting excuse for virtual entertainment. Mr. Bean is an unfinished, horrendously executed disaster. By Turn of Universe on July 11th, 2010. Mr. Bean's short-lived anime series was so fun. It was lively, witty, and in places pretty clever. I'm just gonna turn on the boring bit. It was lively, witty, and in places pretty clever. In Christmas of 2007, however, an unbelievably brainless video game adaptation of the anime series was let loose into stores. An experience almost completely devoid of logic, plot, difficulty, and fun. Even the dim-witted Mr. Bean himself could have crafted a game that actually worth taking time to play and enjoy. Although the game is aimed at young children, even the youngest kids will likely fall over giggling at the blatant emptiness of this adventure. What makes the Mr. Bean game so astonishingly stupid is its overly simplistic gameplay, which feels like a really long, boring tutorial. The game's elements can be broken up into several sections, so I'll explain these one by one. To commence the review, let's analyze the game's plotline. According to the back of the box, the story of the game is that a mysterious villain has apparently kidnapped Teddy and is waiting to give him back if Mr. Bean pays the ransom of 750 cat biscuits. Who is this villain? We don't know. The so-called villain never appears in the game. Why is he or she kidnapped Teddy, but not told at any point? Why does he or she want cat biscuits as pay? Again, the details aren't given. To put it simply, nothing explained as to why Mr. Bean has to go on this pathetic quest. Therefore, all I know is Mr. Bean has to go out, get a whole load of cat biscuits, and pay the ransom. And that's pretty much the storyline of the game, but this is only square one. Next, let's sum up the graphics, which in my opinion are too preposterous to bear. As the game is based on the cartoon series, the game was designed to look cartoonish to capture the show's simplistic cartoon look. However, an awkward combination of 3D and 2D causes the game to look like everything is made out of cardboard. These include cardboard scenery, cardboard platforms, cardboard obstacles, and cardboard enemies, each ugly and cruelly sculpted in their own way. Walls lack texture and serve almost painted on features. Terrain is always completely flat like a patterned carpet. Some of the other objects like collectibles and checkpoint markers are designed like plain cardboard cubes with pictures on them. The levels themselves not only look ugly, but scenery or obstacles are ridiculous. For example, in the early levels, the garden levels, Mr. Bean will frequently be confronted with immense craters in the ground which he might cross via a curiously placed plank. Huh? How did these cats get here? Other features on Mr. Bean's wonderful home include huge fallen logs, spikes that pop out of the ground, and lock fences that can be opened by pushing blocks onto switches. Also, the fences seem to open vertically without sinking into the ground, which makes little sense on top of that. I don't know about you, but I think the designers of the game forgot that the levels were meant to be non-fantasy themed and decided to cover it in booby traps. or they could simply have no intention to design the game intelligently. Not even Mr. Bean himself looks white. In the game, he is winning as an emotionless cardboard zombie. His facial expression, a big disturbing grin with staring eyes, never changes. No matter the situation, even his movement is flawed. Rather than whining like a regular human being, Mr. Bean runs with his arms outstretched, flailing back and forth, and his leg also swings as he hops along like a puppet. If he falls down a crater, he won't scream of fright or even nick his well-known scowl. He will just fall, his dumb grin stretching into his cheeks. If he gets hit by anything, be it a harmless wasp or explosive, he will let it wear and bounce backwards for an ugly sound effect. Now it's the one you've been waiting for, the gameplay. The gameplay simply involves Mr. Bean plodding through several levels collecting cat biscuits, opening locked chests to find puzzle pieces, all of which look exactly the same, and avoiding various enemies. Yes, you heard me right, I said avoiding. When playing Mr. Bean, you're literally playing as a wimp. Mr. Bean cannot defeat any enemies, he can just stun them. To do this, Mr. Bean can use 3 different types of weapons. All have wonderful functions. Insect spray can be equipped to defend against perpetrated spawning insects, and for some reason it can be used on other enemies too. Frying pans can be used to hit enemies backwards, but these do barely anything to your opponent except stun them. And finally, consider the ultimate weapon in the game, the Pirate Outfit, which gives Mr. Bean both invisibility and the power to, you guessed it, stun enemies just by running into them. This makes the game so incredibly easy that after a few minutes, you're exhausted at the simplicity. After all, why bother stunning enemies when you can just run past them? The difficulty level never really rises with a level, so very simply you'll find yourself running through lots of low difficulty environments while getting no enjoyment or reward for any of them. It's a good thing the game lasts less than an hour. A few levels also include mild minigames. Again, these are tedious little activities that won't really grip you or provoke you to play them again. The first one, for example, involves you having to vacuum garden moles from the ground within a time limit. You can get almost every one without even trying, and on top of that, the game provides a map which shows you where to run next. You should manage to collect all of them, which isn't too difficult. Mr. Bean will hop up and down an angle with a laughable animation as the time runs out. Minigames will unlock a few things, such as clips from the TV series, which is the most exciting part of the game, and maps of previous levels. Gee, getting water with another level you already completed. Interesting. Nope, the bad points keep coming. There are also several glitches in the game, so I'll name a few. If you continuously mash the X button to make Mr. Bean jumping down a few sides, he'll be stuck in this motion and won't stop until he feels like it. Another glitch arises for using trampoline platforms. Often, if Mr. Bean jumps onto a trampoline, he will stand still on it as it were a regular platform for a few moments, for it to simultaneously start working and propelling in the air. However, the biggest glitch involves the frying pans. You think the most they can have at one time is 5, but easy to fulfill glitch let you have as many as you want. All you need is to have a single frying pan left. You should walk up to an enemy, attempt to hit it, fail, and quickly press the tap button as it hits you. You have hit it twice. Sorry Mario, but the Minus World has some competition, minus frying pans. Yet the game developers actually bothered to code the frying pans so that their amount can become negative. And they do, they can keep hitting enemies until the cows come home, which technically makes unintentional sense. Huh. Neat. And to round it all off, there's plenty of annoying, tuneless neighborhood music that repeats over and over again, and will eventually invade your head. There are only 2 different tracks, both very similar to each other, that swap back and forth as you venture through these unchanging cardboard jungles, playing even in what the game seems to think are scary angles, such as the undersized sewer. When the terrible little game is finished, Mr. Bean will be able to unlock a secret mystical door, only to find Teddy locked in a cage. The cage opens by itself, Teddy is rescued, and that's pretty much the end of everything. You don't even pay the Cat Biscuit Western because the mysterious villain never shows up. Was all that worth it? No. Is there any point in playing again? That's pretty self-explanatory. This uninspired conclusion to the adventure demonstrates the fact that the game is dangerously unfinished. Mr. Bean is a game that where once played makes you feel disgusted and underwhelmed. Everything about it is detestable. Even the thought of putting the disc into the PlayStation makes me feel cold inside. Take it from me, don't bother playing this game. Okay, for very young children it could be useful as a method of tutoring then, playing a generic one-and-jump game, or you just want to have a good old laugh with your friends. But if this isn't the case, there's no point in playing it. It's a hopelessly confused catastrophe that'll kill a lot of your brain cells, and that'll leave thousands of bad options for a decent platformer game. God, that was a lengthy review, but yeah, I think he pretty much said it all, hasn't he? Hey, to be fair, I didn't even know there was a glitch where you can literally get infinite frying pans, but they get then they get the counter underflow to the minus numbers. Also, hey look, we got conveyor belts. Okay, now my voice kinda hurts, so now my voice just kinda hurts, to be fair, so yeah. If you can't get any more proof than that, then I don't know what to tell you. Well, actually, I think I actually did the glitch here, because I still got a pan in my hand. In fact, look, I got the frying pan and the bug spray in my hand at the same time. Okay, that is definitely a glitch. I really did not realize that when I was playing the game. Look, Mr. Bing is still holding the frying pan, even though I was supposed to still have the insect spray. And holding both things at the same time. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, and the glitch is gone. That's sad. Yeah, you gotta see that. You gotta see that for yourselves. I mean, wow. Just wow. Yeah. I don't know what. I mean, yeah. As a per review Internal Universe, really. I'll read another one. This one isn't as long, thankfully. By Tongwalk 101. He gave a 2.5 this game, so let's see what guy has to say. I never been let down by Mr. Bean product before I played on this game. It is a 10-star idea developed into a 1-star game. The controls are hopeless and Mr. Bean actions are very limited. Each level is very long but boring. They repeat the previous level practically, with naming an extra guard for them for good measure. Each level you must find an object and it's the same process every time. Find key, unlock chest, grab object 3 times in the same level. A try level would have been great, hint hint wink wink. The graphics are basic but effective, but the audio is a letdown. Who would have thought they would have been able to do soundbites, at least from the series, instead of having a silent bean? It is fair to say that this game is for children, and they'll enjoy it if it was their first and only game. But the fact of the matter is that there are so many better games out there, such as the original Spyro the Dragon. That game is 10 years old and still has better graphics and gameplay. They have been very harsh, but the rest of the game named by Blast Entertainment are shocking. They take a great franchise and ruin it. Examples: Thunderburst, the second Wacky Races game, worse than the 7-year-old original and Captain Scarlet. Avoid at all costs, there are many better games out there. And that's another review by Tongwalk 101. Shorter, but pretty gets at the same point. Oh yeah, don't bother playing this. Billions and billions of better 3D platformers out there. You can play Super Mario Odyssey, you can play Sonic Forces. I know it's all a good game, it's better than this crap. You can play any Crash game, any Spyro game, any Ratchet & Clank game, any Sly Cooper game, any Jak and Daxter game, any Tasmanian Tiger game, Blinks 1 and 2, Splatoon 1 and 2. Just any game's better than this. Well, maybe not Bubsy 3D. You can play this game over Bubsy 3D, but that's the exception. You know, I still think Woody Strikes Back is better than this game too. I still rather play this game over Loons to Fight for Fame though, definitely. Yes. Ooh. Oh, Amy's got another mini game here. Gonna get An extra slot for a health meter. Cool, I guess. Yeah. Come on. Might as well play SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, or you might as well play The Simpsons Hit 1. But speaking of which, currently in late August of 2019, they just shown off the pre-alpha for the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake, and it looks pretty good. Though there are a few flaws. Everything just feels a bit stilted. The count doesn't look good. Everything looks really saturated. So, hope by the time when this feels uploaded in 2020, hopefully the game is really good. It's a really fantastic game. Hopefully. So, yeah. Can you tell I'm tired? I mean, this is the third episode. It's only the third level. We still got like 6 to go. Oh, just end me now. I'm yawning. Can't you tell that I'm yawning? This game is so boring. Tedious. All I'm doing is sucking up balls. Can I play out with different minigames at least? Hint hint, wink wink. I just wanna jump to my 50th LP. Just wanna get this crap out of the way. I should've just chose a better game. I should've just done like Metal Arms or Quantum Web Ship, you know. Those obscure Xbox games. I know I decided to go with this for some reason. Because I hate myself apparently. The fun is over. This should be nearing the end of the level, thankfully. Aye. We should just cut these loading screens out, but whatever. Look, I don't care if I'm missing a few cat biscuits, I just want to be done with this level. There we go. You have found the key to my heart. Da la 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 la. You're literally inside the treasure chest. God. Da la 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 la. Da 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 da. There's the end of the level. Done. Good. So next time let's play Mr. Bean. I'll see you in the sewers. Because we haven't been there before, haven't we? See you later guys, I need to take a break.